go. Okay, go on. Be on that screen when there.
Oh, this intro. I love this.
Yes! We did it, guys. First time. Guys, welcome the amazing Mr. CJ ConnorJaundrell himself live on the Fecktwit podcast. Welcome, dude.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good evening. How are you, man? I'm very well. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm alright. Well, I've had a week off. I don't know whether you... why is my... Hang on, it's over there.
Let me just turn you up. Hold on. Right, speak now.
Right, have you got me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear now. Yeah, how was your week off? How's things?
Well, I was off poorly, so it was kind of a bit of a nightmare.
That's not good.
So I've had a bit of I've been laid up in bed, man. To be honest, it was just shit. So, I'm doing a command while you speak because I'm getting shouted at by my
I see chat. Yeah. I see chat. Yeah.
But I'm shouted at by my mods. But yeah. So this is my first time back. So I'm still a bit dazed and a bit kind of like screwed up. But I'm all good. I'm all good. You know how it is.
What did you have? Just like yo, Becky, did you just have like a cold or something?
Yeah, just like awful. To be honest, just felt I have no energy. I couldn't be arsed with anything.
Sounds like the flu.
It just couldn't be bothered. So I had to drop everything. Sat back.
It's not worse, is it, than feeling ill? Especially like I'm actually taking a week off now. Funny enough, you should say it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. From today, I announced that I'm going to take a week off. So normally my streaming week starts from a Tuesday to a Sunday. Like goes through from Tuesdays to Sunday. So I decided just to take this week off. So return next Tuesday. But it's good. It gives me a chance to catch up on some admin, some backlog, some projects, deadlines, stuff like that. Because I do paid. I do commissioned video editing.
What? Why don't you tell me that?
Well, it's just this is still a new thing. I'm literally just weeks old, but we're putting it into the more business side now. Like I'm getting poster made to be able to display across my Discord community and channel. So just with chat, with it's a bit like the only way I can explain it, because everyone knows about it. Stally's mentoring package.
Yeah.
Like his thing, his layout. It's exactly like that, but obviously with what I offer, which is my media packages, which is just, and again, subscribers will get benefits.
God, I kind of like.
So
I'm trying to
we're working with something like that.
I'm trying to get into video edit at the moment, and I suck. I'm kind of like cool with Photoshop, but when it comes to like Premiere, oh my god, I'm fucking useless.
Yeah. No, I'm the other way around. I'm useless with Photoshop. But I just love video editing. I don't know what it is. I just love creating content. Really, I love just sitting there. And a lot of people hate it. Like just hate going through hours worth of video. I love it, mate. I love it because like as you're going through it, you just find little bits.
Stuff.
You think I can create this without. It's just like
I kind of find it, but then I can't do anything with it. It just kind of ends up. I try and cut it and paste it, and it ends up all over the fucking show. So it's shitey. But yeah, we'll cut into some of that in a short while. So. Yeah. Guys, I know I've already said it, but welcome Mr. CJ ConnorJaundrell to the stream. I haven't known Connor actually that long, to be fair, but there's people that you kind of meet in stream where you instantly take a liking to, and he's just a really nice guy, full of positivity. And I just love him to bits, to be honest. I think he's a really cool guy. So I thought it'd be ideal to have on my podcast and share his story with all my amazing groups and just take it from there. So without further ado, tell us a little bit about you personally. Twitch streaming to the side. Tell us a bit about you, buddy.
Well, for starters, the feeling's mutual on that. But me, I don't know. This is basically me. To be honest, sitting behind the desk doing whatever. Obviously, I love playing video games. I'm quite a big car. I love my cars, which is the expensive route of spending your earnings.
Same.
But I love music as well. Just the general stuff. I don't really tend to go out much, to be honest. I like the weeks I go to work, and then in the evenings I come home. Either if it's a stream night or not, then I do that. And then on the weekends I'm with Delhi. Literally that's it. That's my weeks in and out.
That's cool.
Probably for the best, to be honest.
Well, I think I mean, there's some cool mutual interest there, because this is a great thing about podcasting. You find out.
Yeah.
But the how cool is it having another half as a streamer?
I couldn't ask for anything better, honestly.
Yeah.
And Deli's that type of person. If she wasn't a streamer, she'd understand anyway.
Yeah.
I can tell. But it's her interest. She loves watching streams. She loves playing games, and then she loves creating content and streaming. So it's just literally like a.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
But it's weird though, because like when we're together, it's just like streaming's the last thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just it's weird. So it's just everything's just where it should be. Honestly, it's brilliant. And I actually met her on Twitch. I'm not even joking. I discovered her on Twitter.
How cool is that?
And like you do, you slide into the DMs just with everyone, networking. And then it went from there, really. I dug her out of a tough time and we became friends, and then one thing led to another. So cool. Which is great. That's
cool. I mean, it's kind of like, I love it because like Mrs. Fecktwit's a massive gamer. I don't think I'd ever get her streaming, but like we've played like WoW together for like 14 years.
That's great.
And if she's on Overwatch in the background, I'm streaming, and we're always playing stuff together. So I think it's awesome when people have similar interests. Yeah,
with shared interests is not better.
Yeah, it totally is. So how old are you now then?
I'm 20 years old.
All right, bloody hell, 2 years younger than me. So
all right, I'll give you that one.
So so when you left school, what was your vision when you left school? Because obviously you're a bit closer to leaving school than I was.
Yes.
What was your vision?
I was never. Sorry, my bloody drinks mat that I keep putting my drink on sticking, and it keeps like coming off my cup and then falling back on the desk. I like every modern teenager without any qualifications, which is me. I kind of left school not knowing where I'm going, what I'm doing. So they kind of school just say, right, go to college.
Yeah.
Go on. You don't know what you're doing, go to college, get your English and maths. So I got them, and then I kind of went straight into an apprenticeship because I didn't want to go into further education. I did not want to go to uni. But I hate education. Honestly, it was disgusting. So that was the last thing to do. So I went straight into an apprenticeship in computers. It was literally that was it. It was just a standard IT course, and it really wasn't what it was meant to be. So I quit that and then got a job where I'm working now. Which is just it's logistics. It's not management, but I work with the management in a warehouse really. But it's good. You're on your feet all day. The pay's good, and it just buys the hours really. It allows me to be able to have a 4-day-a-week streaming schedule, and that's it really on the lead up to where I am now. That's work-wise anyway. That's where I'm at.
It's cool. Honestly, you sound like me when I was 20 years old. It's kind of so strange. It's kind of like I love cars, I love computers, and I fucking hated school.
Yeah, you're looking at yourself there, right?
It's kind of like, whoa, this is me.
Mirror.
What's going on? This is like really weird.
You're from Leeds, aren't you? You're from Leeds, yeah.
Yeah, we're back. Well, we're up in Leeds now. I'm from Luton originally.
Yeah, because the accent, yeah.
Yeah, he's a BTEC streamer. Shorts in, giving it the stick as usual.
Trafford, ban him. I've got a partner. I'll ban him. That's what I ask. Becky's awesome as well. I met Becky at I64 and in Sheffield when we went for the Sheffield sesh.
Yeah, I was gutted to miss on the Sheffield session, but it was so cool meeting everybody in I64. It was just so surreal to see all these digital faces come to life. And I know we talk about it in so many.
I've got a cracking story. Because at I64, I didn't know who you were, did I?
Not at all, no.
This is how recent me and Mr. Fuck, who I called Fecktwit, just how it was. We ended up in calls with MBL, didn't we? So I think it was a follow each other on Twitter, and then it just went from there. And then I got made an MBL captain. And then we were just jumping in raids together. It just so happened we was in a chat. We raided, NBL raided into a stream, and then you were spamming away in chat like we was, and the streamer said Fecktwit when you followed, and it was just kind of stuck. So I was just joking with that, and then that was my first encounter with him. And then came I64. This bloke with a tripod and his phone comes whizzing in. We're doing a stream here, walkabout stream I64. How's it going? Welcome in. You got CJ, and I was like, who the fuck's this? I was being really polite though. It was just like, Yeah. Because I had my CJ search. I thought, oh, he's read CJ, hasn't he? Unless this is some super fan, I don't fucking know. Like, what's going on here, boys? But like, yeah. So he's just like, and then he said Pixie's in the chat, and that's when I was like, hang on a minute, I know Pixie in Gamerland. Like, what is this? Look at Co's comment, honestly. Right, Co Reborn. But yeah, I was just like, right, okay. So anyway, you did your rounds, then you went again, and I was like head scratching it. Who the fuck's that? Anyway, Marco said, Stally said, right, that's Fecktwit, and I was like, oh right, Jesus, this massive fucking 6'10" guy come in, like big and hench, like right, Jesus, right, okay, makes sense now. And then when he came back, I was like, you know, you're alright, mate. How's it going? Did a good stream, yeah. Awkward. I didn't know who you were, but I didn't say that to you. Until we're back behind the screen, you see. Now I'm back behind the screen. I'm like a troll. So yeah,
tough bastard. Yeah, it's kind of like keyboard warrior. It's kind of it was. I mean, I-64 was my first experience of actually kind of going further than just kind of like popping in and saying hi and going what's up and all this kind of shit. So yeah, it was so cool. It was so brilliant to meet so many of them. Leanne.
It was.
Just so many people really, and you know, it kind of motivated me to kind of want to do more within the community, which was more important. So anyway, more about you now in terms of streaming. So how long have you been streaming for now?
We're coming up. We're about 8.5 months. So I'm about like 14 days away from our 9-month now, which is great, which is cool. Get the new sub badge. And yeah, it's been.
I gotta follow. Mom, get the camera.
To be honest.
I gotta follow. Mom, get the camera.
Yeah, I can hear that. That's that threw me off then.
Should have turned that one off. Sorry, guys. I really need to. It's the one thing I keep forgetting on podcast nights to turn my fucking emotes off. Anyway, so you're obviously loving streaming, which is really cool because, like I said, you know, I think the first time I came into your stream was after I'd seen you in, I was going to say Marco, Stanley's stream. And it's the one thing I loved about when I came in your stream was the way you engaged with your chat. Because it's something I look for when I visit streamers. And it's a really important thing. So you're obviously really enjoying it. What's the sort of biggest thing, I suppose, you've got from being a streamer? The one biggest thing.
Friends, new friends.
I gotta follow. Mom, get the camera.
A whole new aspect of just seeing people in real life instead of on the screen. That was like a big motivation. But yeah, no, just meeting new people. That's it really for me. I enjoyed that aspect of it, and that's why I'm so engaging within chat, because I want to engage and make new friends and bring people back to my community and show them what I'm all about, spread that positivity and stuff like that, and just become friends with them. And I've done that. I did that with Pix. Like, me and Pix connected like that. And I've known Pix. Pix actually got me to affiliate, so that's how long I've known Pix for since the start. Like, I actually met Pix before Stallion actually, which is crazy. So everyone's like he's like the father of everyone, isn't he?
Yeah,
he brings everyone together.
He's quality. I love Pix. I mean, Pix obviously was on last week. Pix for me, I met Pix really strangely, and the story obviously was out last week in that it was one of my followers made her come to my stream because she loved the English accent. I said some daft things on stream. We hit it off, and again, it's another person I love because of what she does for the Twitch community. She truly is an absolute gem and an amazing person. So
she's underrated. She deserves so much more. I really do think she does.
Yeah, totally. I love her. I love her, and I've loved her for ages and ages. He does great parkour.
Yeah.
Cool. We'd have to get a live IRL stream of some parkour across Manchester rooftops.
Wait, what?
Apparently you're going to do some parkour, so we'll do a live IRL stream.
Don't worry about Cole. It's just some fucking random tall guy who just thinks he's hard.
Manchester
you missed
parkour.
out on Sheffield, I'm going to tell you that.
Did we?
Yeah, Sheffield was really good, and we need to do it again. You need to come, definitely.
Yeah, we do. We need to do it. Because Knots is next on the cards. Obviously, Twitch London, I think, will be before it.
But you come to Twitch London next month.
Yeah, of course I am, man. Yeah,
good.
Definitely.
Good.
Definitely can't. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for Twitch London, but I can't wait. We need to do this kind of thing, and I keep saying to the community about doing it in various different places now, so that we can pull other streamers in to this sort of following, because it's so cool to kind of do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What made you then want to stream? Because everybody like plays games, but there's a difference between being a game player and a stream player.
Content creation. Now that is one thing that I couldn't follow my dreams. Like I couldn't do when I left school because I didn't have the qualifications. I wanted to go down more of the route of like a producer, which counts for video editing and stuff like that. Yeah. But obviously I didn't have the skills for that or the knowledge. So yeah, the main reason for me wanting to do Twitch is the community. Like a lot of people say, the general answer, community. Meeting people and stuff like that, which is now achieved. I've met people, and I want to meet more people. But content creation, and that is why I won't give up. Even if all my stats fucking, hit the floor, and I've got like 5 viewers, 1 sub, I'll still do it. I enjoy content creation too much. I'll probably prioritize more of my media business that I'm trying to set up. But content creation, I love content creation. Live content creation, even better. You know what I mean? I think it's great. I know. There is a certain skill when you want to do it properly, like with yourself as well. You've got all this awesome scene. You're sat at a desk, mate. It's just fucking your little head there makes me laugh. Like under that, it's brilliant. It's just stuff like that's well thought of. You've got to keep an eye on chat while trying to listen to me, while keeping an eye on other stuff as well on your PC. Live content creation's hard, but it's enjoyable. I love it. Yeah, you can knock it. Honestly,
one of the things I've loved is I've really got into kind of like scene creation, and I love it. I love what you can do with. And we were, funny enough, before you guys came in with Marbles, we were all talking about OBS, XSplit, and what to use. And obviously, I've got my preference. I can't tell people what to do, but I love what you can manipulate now to make things look into something interesting. It's about trying to create a difference in the world where everybody can switch on a PC, everybody can use remote play, everybody can stream. It's how you become very different to somebody else to create that. And someone with your skills would probably kill it even more, which is, that for me is, I've got nothing but admiration for people that have that skill set for emote creation and all that kind of stuff. So live it, man, live your passion. And there's a conversation we need to probably have off air because of what I do in real life, because I help people start businesses in real life. So I'm a consultant to businesses, so there's something we can have a chat off air anyway. So that'll go on for a later conversation. Awesome. So when you look back at like the last 8.5 months, other than friends, so personally, from a personality perspective, what have you gained from Twitch, from being a streamer?
I'm more confident. I know that for a fact. I'm definitely more confident. I used to be. I don't really go out anyway. Like when I say out, I mean like I don't go out often. Like the last time I went out properly was Sheffield, and it was great. It was great fun. It was great to meet people you already know that you've never met. That's crazy, I know, but it's amazing. And it was just like I met a lot of people on that night out for that first time, like Webb, is Danny. God, I forgot his name. Met him for the first time that night as well, and it was great. And it's just all that makes me more confident.
That's cool, yeah.
And not to a point where, mate, you can't get your head through a door. I mean, just the fact that you can just confidently hit the go live button, confidently tweet, confidently make announcements and say things, knowing that your community and your friends have got your back. So I think that's that's definitely a big thing for me is just how much it's helped me confidence.
I think that's really, I think that's awesome as well, because I know it's a common conversation that comes up in our podcast is about what you gain from being a streamer. There's a negative side, but there is a massive positive that when you're sat behind a computer screen, those that don't have the confidence in different areas of their lives, it gives them another level when they stream, because they can be themselves, they can be who they want, they can create a variety, and over time, if you persist and find the right path, I see what you mean. I'm quite confident as a person in real life, and I've never really struggled with that, so I'm very fortunate, and I don't take it for granted. But streaming it gives you an extra level. It really does bring you up. When you're poorly, like I feel shit, I feel great today because I'm actually streaming. I know if I wasn't,
it's like a general just like boosting my just general, like you wake up and you just get up, you smash the day at work, and I'd never said that 8 months ago.
Yeah.
I'd never said smash the day at work. It was just like, oh, another day at work.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit. Like I really like my cars, and I'll be honest with it. I had a really nice BMW 1 Series. It was really expensive, and I lost it due to just running myself into debt. So I lent for time. Depression was setting in. Not officially. I know that word gets thrown out too much, but I was getting really sad and just run down. I was in a bad place, and then I discovered streaming, and it was actually my mate who got me on board with it all, and we went from there. And you know, my confidence rebuilt, my happiness, just everything. You know,
That's really good.
The whole world came back around again, and realised that, you know what, it was just a car.
Doesn't matter.
Debts will be paid, etc. You know, it's just like.
And
things always work out.
And you know what? The goal is always there to go for it again, which is, again, we talk about goals in stream. We'll come on to that in a little while because it's something I like to bring up. I'm a big goal setter, and I think it's really important that you have big goals in life to kind of aim for. So we'll come on to the goals and sort of positivity of Twitch or streaming in a second. So there's just a couple of questions come up in there. I'm just going to try and quickly pick up on. If you do see questions, by the way, CJ, just grab them, buddy.
Do you want me to grab one now? I think
go for it. Yeah, go for it while I'm just looking up.
Business cards. Yeah.
What do you think on
Dominique, that? Business card. I have business cards. Well, not I haven't bought them yet, but I got a designer to make them. It was actually Zeal's designer, Team Zeal's designer, Elliot. He's actually made the cards for me. I've just not bought them yet because there's got no events coming up as such, so I've decided to put it on hold. But business cards are really useful. Like for Zeal, I was throwing them about everywhere at I-64, and I'm sure we pulled a lot of people into the community. At least I like to say we did. You know, because you look at a business card, you think this is an awesome business card, because the Zeal cards are awesome, I will say. Like, if it was me, I'd want to join and check it out. I mean, when you've got the founder as well, we had Styler and Dunn saying, "I'm the founder of Zeal. Look, listen, you won't regret it. Fucking check it out." And you can hear that in Shane's voice, Styler's voice, and you just think, right, I've got to check this guy out. So yeah, I have business cards for streamer, orgs, and even just a community business card. You know. Mate, do it. Honestly, I would definitely recommend it, especially for events, because then there's no. People don't really want to stand and chat for too long about business, do they? So throw them a quick business card, let them go on the day, and you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, that's the way I see that.
I totally agree with you. I think I'm a marketer. One of the things I consult in is marketing. So I think there's a time and a place for certain things in marketing, and business cards are useful in everyday life. I don't even use business cards for my business because. Generally, the way my view is in business terms is that if you are someone I like, your number's in my phone. I don't need a business card. With streaming, it's a bit different. It's a marketing ploy. So if you're going somewhere, so sort of with Dom saying there, I think it's a great idea. So when we go to EGX and Twitch London, I'm probably going to have some USC cards made with my name on it, but. Because of what we'll do is everyone that's going, I've got the option to make them some cards as well. So I think I'm in agreement with you. Any exposure is great exposure to get people in to chat. There was also Wolvie says, what's your thoughts on subscriber chats only?
Come on, I don't know. I mean, if you're a big streamer like Disrespect, Ninja, Shroud, fair. But for us, it's just. And I'm not degrading us. We're smaller streamers. We're all smaller streamers. Let's be honest, okay? But I don't think there's no need to. Now, if you're doing it for troll purposes, get as weird as this advice is, get auto mod on. Honestly, auto mod set on the second to lowest levels gets rid of the racism and the links and stuff like that, along with stream elements. So every bot that you can connect to your Twitch channel pretty much has a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a filter to be able to get rid of trolls and stuff like that. And while we're on it, follow only mode as well. I don't know, because funny enough, I actually saw one of my friends was on a mod for is Daredevil Kitty. You've probably heard of her. She actually is looking. She plays Fortnite Customs now, mate. Trying to mod her chat. Fuck.
I hate it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
honestly, this is my face. This is just like banging your head off walls. No. She said follower only mode, but I said you could probably do stuff like have certain words banned, like can I just ban that word so that streamer just gets timed out. I know it sounds crazy, but you wouldn't believe the amount of people that come in literally who don't follow, who literally just say the same thing day in, day out. So I don't know.
It's a difficult one because one thing I hate is when I raid and you jump in someone's raid and it's follow only mode.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, you absolutely.
And it's kind of like I feel like getting my PC screen and throwing it through my Twitch camera straight at their head and go, "Are you fucking real?" Because it's kind of like, how can you grow as a streamer in follow only mode and expect to get raided by communities? You know, it's balmy, is it not? Is it fucking? Am I off my head or is that just craziness?
No, no, absolutely right. I didn't think of that then. You're right. No, follow only mode. Again, if you're a bigger streamer and you need the 10-minute timer or you need them to be following, I don't know why, then fair enough. But there is a way around trolls. Obviously, an active mod team, you know, you don't ask, you don't get. So ask for people to mod for you and to help you out. Your friends, regulars to the channel, you know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be another streamer. You know, I go into streams where like people come to my stream, which is great, and I'll go to try and support them.
Yeah.
And check them out. And I'm a mod, and I'm just like, all right, fair enough. I mean, I didn't ask for it. You didn't ask me. I'm not bothered. If I can help out with you, I'll help out. Of course I will. I've always said that. But like, why am I a mod? That's my question. Why am I a mod? I don't mind, but why am I a mod? I think
I know that lit, and I'm going to just catch you there quickly on mods because we have loads of this go on, and I know it's a key thing that we always talk about is that. I've been in people's streams. I know there's people's streams where they have like 30 mods.
Oh no!
And it's kind of like it's mental. In that, I mean, I've got great mods. I've got Wolvie and Doma in chat now. Honestly, they are absolutely gems of mods. And Reverse, because Reverse when he streams. And when he's here, you know, he's awesome as well. And those three for me, honestly, if I could duplicate them for everybody, I'd pass them on to everybody because they are absolutely amazing. They do my points in marbles, they capture everything, and I'm like, oh right, okay, what was I supposed to do? And my mods are like, well, I've actually already done it for you. And you're like, oh, thanks for that. So we are gonna be rewarding mods, my mods very shortly, and in a very nice way. And we've told them that, but we're not telling them how yet. But we are going to be rewarding them, which is really cool. Because I think proper mods, they don't get paid, and they spend all the time in your stream, and it's really cool. Very, very thankful. Very thankful.
That is very, really, really coincidental and awesome because I have the exact same view. So for starters, yeah, you're right. 30 odd mods in one stream, or however many you can have. No, just like don't mod it. And it goes back to what I was saying. Yeah, so don't mod everybody and anyone. Just to try and help the trolls. Mod people who are your regulars or your friends, so they know they can help with that. You know, so you don't have to go down the route of sub-only mode and follow-only mode. But going on to mods, modding loads of people. I don't recommend it. I mean, some people don't care. Great. I mean, it's up to them, and it's how you want to run your channel. Now, I have a mod team, and I keep them in the loop. We have their own staff chat in Discord. I keep up to them. I keep up with each one of them every you know, most days of the week. We're very active, and the communication's key. And you know, with it being a small team as well, we've worked it out. So it's just like our schedules work, if you get what I mean, so we can all be in each other's channels. We don't all mod for each other, but I'm just saying for modding for me, you know, it benefits me as well as them being happy with that, if you get what I mean. So an active mod team with good communication and a small mod team is definitely key. Like you say yourself, you've got your lot here who are just like to get stuff done before you've even done it. Like I have a thing where for every person that hosts, they get a shout out. Mods have already done it. Don't even have to say
exactly. Yeah. I'm still struggling to find my keys on the keyboard, kind of thing. And it's kind of like they've been shouted out.
I can't multitask.
No, you're a guy. You're a guy. You can't do it. Physically can't do it. It's impossible.
I can't do it. I can read chat. I can just about play a game. Now I can play a game. Great. I can read chat. Great. Play a game. Read chat. Play a game, read chat, do a mod, make the computer just
Dead by Daylight. It is an offence because I die so many times, and I'm really good at Dead by Daylight, right? And then I started streaming it, and I became shit at it Because the worst one is when you get raided and people raid you and you're kind of like, oh, and you're trying to like, oh, hi, thanks for the follow, thanks for the, and you turn around and you're on a hook and you're kind of stabbed and it's kind of like,
killer's on me, oh, Jason, fuck.
It's kind of like bollocks.
Yeah.
So I go with it, and it brings us on to that lovely question, because I want to talk to you about sort of your progression through streaming, but they keep leading to questions, and I always ask it, chat or game?
Chat.
Yeah, I think everybody's concise for that, but I do like to hear everybody's perspective.
I'm not just saying it because everyone says it. I genuinely do. I'd happily sit here on a just chatting stream and chat to chat. The only reason I play games is because, well, I want to play games, and if chat's a bit quieter, and also, that's it really. I'd take sitting there just chatting for a good solid hour before gameplay. Funny enough, actually, I had some feedback as well that people actually do enjoy my chatting scenes. So I know I did a second on my new schedule, which is still the same days from next week, but we're just changing what we're doing on each day. It's going to be a bit more chatting and community-based stuff, which is definitely what I need and want. So yeah, that's great to know. I don't have to just jump straight into a game.
I completely with it. I love to chat and I pause a lot, especially on community nights between marble games, to talk and show people stuff and that. But even on gaming nights, it's for me, it's great to be active on the screen, but I always say I come to see the personality. I don't come to see the game, because if I want to see the game, I play it. You know what I mean? And I watch people play shit games. I really do.
If you want to see a game, you go to YouTube, don't you?
Exactly.
It's edited there for you. You seeing what you want to see.
Totally. Totally with you 100%. So, so sort of we're going to rewind a little bit now, because I like to normally get in this a little bit further. So, your progression in streaming as a streamer, when you have you sort of always had a steady climb, or have you sat at a certain level for a period of time, especially early on when you first started off? How did you start your journey off? What was your first couple of steps, and how long did you stream to kind of the 0 to 10 view mark?
I got affiliated in a month. It took me a month. I played a game called DayZ. Actually, that's a lie. I actually started the channel with Xbox. So I used to Elgato through the PC onto stream through OBS. Sorry. So Elgato to OBS and stream from the Xbox. I used to stream Siege. I don't know. It was what it was. There was no webcam. It was literally just raw Siege footage straight to Twitch. That was it. It was more of a. It was me and my two mates at first. Because the guy who actually got me on Twitch, streaming on Twitch anyway, who kickstarted me and got my channel set up was. I actually worked with him, and then when he got me all set up, he says, right, just stream it, innit? And then obviously I needed 3 average for affiliate once I'd read into it a little bit, and it was just a case of dead chat and my two mates in the Xbox Live party just lurking me, including just that was it. That was it. What it was, and it was just all about getting that 3 average viewers. That was the excitement, I didn't even think about a community or chat or having people coming in, which was great. It was good. I was playing the game, enjoying myself, trying to just do this achievement. And I remember as the month progressed, I actually ditched the Xbox after about 2 weeks. Maybe it was longer than a month now I think about it. I think it was. I think when I started going for it properly, it turned out to be, it was a month when we started focusing on it all. But I did ditch the Xbox and I went to the PC and I streamed a game called DayZ.
We all know DayZ, yeah.
And we played that a lot. Honestly, I just played that 24/7. My mate discovered this. So we had discovered Pix. Again, I feel bad. I don't know how we discovered Pix. Honestly, I can't remember. I just know that my mate who got me with streaming, he's called Just Duke. I think you might have heard of him. He's Australian and he lives back in Australia now. He doesn't stream anymore. So he'd done his good deed for me and then left. But he's. I think he must have introduced me to Pix, and then through Pix and him, I just kind of got in with the SSC then. And then when I saw a bit more like casual growth when I started putting the SSC tag on Twitter, and I started using Twitter a bit more to mainly gain my audience, because Twitter is key.
Yeah,
honestly.
Absolutely.
It is. I had 0 followers, honestly, and Twitter is key. And I just went from there. I actually never did do for alert for lurk. I learnt that lesson very early from, funny enough, going into one of the first times going into Stallion's stream, he was talking about it, and I was like, "What's this?" Scratching my head there, like what's he on about? Follow for follow, and he was breaking it down, and that was that, and it was just like at the time I just thought, oh, all right then, fair enough. So I just went with that advice, and obviously now months later it clicked to what follow for follow actually was, and so growth-wise it's been steady scale.
See, I kind of refrain from telling my story too much, but I did fall into that trap. When I first started streaming, I started streaming as a joke to compete with my kids. But I fell into the follow because I thought, how do you grow on Twitch? Typed it in Google and found self-promotion. I thought, that's a really clever idea. Then you go into and then you click one day, hang on a minute, 30,000 people, 100,000 people, 3 million people are all trying to do the same thing. So it's kind of like, I did fall into that trap. I got out of it quite quickly, and I got my affiliate, same as you, like that, because I just got my kids to lurk me, and I got my family to lurk me, and kind of like whatever. But
right.
we're
going live. Lurk.
Just get your computer on and just freaking switch it on, you twat. And it's kind of like that was kind of our limitation. So what about your kind of like? Have you found anything that was really sort of key to taking a step forward? Let me put it another way. What's the one thing you found really as the key thing that took your streaming to maybe a next step?
There's a few things. Well, obviously community. So just Twitter, obviously there's the main reach, and a stream schedule. Absolutely bang on stream schedule. Honestly, once I got that in place and stuck to it, and sticking to it is hard at first, but once you stick to it and get into the move, it's that's good, because then people who do genuinely enjoy watching you then know when they're coming back, and then obviously you're keeping your networking up on Twitter, making connections and stuff like that, joining other communities around the SSC, because it was all SSC for me. I really did love it, and I still do to this day. I manage it, and I'm the editor for it, which is great. So I mean, achievement made there. It's nice to be working behind the scenes, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
it's a very busy community.
It's a great community, and it's led by an awesome person, which makes it, that's so much better than we were. So what leads us into a lovely question, and we always cover this one, is what's your take on lurking?
Fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's great. I think it's, and I always use a friend of mine called Fennec_FX.
Yeah, we love you. Yeah, we know the lovely Fennec. Smiler.
A
smiler.
Yeah. Teeth. She always puts the hashtag teeth, TEEF, and I always turn it around and just say feet, because it's hashtag feet. But Fennec's great, and she told me that I really am sorry, and I don't know why she said sorry. I told her off for saying sorry, but she said, I really am sorry I don't say lurk, but I do lurk your streams all the time. And I'm just like, that is absolutely awesome. And that when you think about it, if you click, I'm going to click it now. If you click that 3 bars at the bottom of the chat, you'll see how many people are in there, how many people, names we know, who are just lurking, not chatting. You know what I mean? They're giving you that view for lurk to help you towards your next goal, or just to simply give you that support. And I think lurkers are absolutely brilliant, honestly.
I love that. I preach it to my community, my supporters, because the biggest one I love is when people lurk from work, and we have people that are around our community that I won't use the word despise, but are very negative towards the process of lurking, whereas I look at it very differently. That the community we're all around, including SSC, Team Zeal, USC, and there are even our own private Discord groups. For someone to go out of their way, streamer or not streamer, to open Twitch while they're working, especially, but when they're not working as well, to just use their processing power, their electricity, and their time up to open a lurk for you. I fucking love you. I'm sorry, I love them to bits. And you can exclamation mark lurk, you can emote me. I'm one of those people that most days I will have, during my working day, because of what I do, one of my PCs will probably have 13 streams open constantly through the day. I won't say I'm lurking, but if you look in your chat, you'll find me in your chats, because that's what I do.
See your name,
and I do. I fucking love lurkers, and I've got no issues with you whatsoever. And it's so good to hear from positive streamers that lurking's good. because too many people go fucking lurkers, they're dicks. So we had a question there. Hang on 2 seconds. Dom, big question. How best to improve confidence when it comes to streaming? I struggle with being confident talking to my chat, and often end up deprecating a lot because of it. I know it doesn't drive people away, but I'd rather boost people up.
Right. Yeah, that is a. I mean, it's easy said than done. Just say, right, be confident. You've got to build it up. You really have. Now, my question is though, Dom, is what knocks your confidence? Is it a quiet chat? Is the chat too active? Or that would be my question. But going off the top of my head, I would say, just straight. And if it's the viewer count as well, I don't know. I personally, I'd say a lot of people will disagree, but viewer count off. Forget about that.
Totally
leave the stats page. Just have the chat open and then play the game. Read the chat. Put some music on. Play with people. Get some people in Discord. Play with people. You know, I think I could never become not confident, if you get what I mean when it comes to it. Just remember, you are at home. You're behind a screen. It's not like you are stood in an actual hall full of 20,000 people or whatever. You know, the way I've always said is, turn your streaming to 1,000 people, regardless.
Yep.
That's what I've always said, and just be you. Don't change. Always be yourself. Honestly, my advice on that one's rubbish. I'm not gonna lie. Apologies on that.
But I think if I decipher that a little bit for you, you're bang on right. I mean, what I would echo with you there is, if someone comes around your house, you're not unconfident because you're in your house. So what you've got to look at it is, when you're streaming, you're in your fucking house. So whether
like I said, you're behind your screen, aren't you? You know, you're not actually in a hall with 20,000 people.
And the other key thing is, don't try and please everybody that comes in your stream, because you can't do it. It's impossible to do. No, you get people coming.
That's why you be yourself.
Yeah, in and out of stream. My key words are find you and amp it up. That's it. If people don't like it, they'll go and find a streamer they like. Don't worry about losing a viewer or a stat. And again, with what you said, completely and utterly, I don't have a view. There's nothing I can see here. Reverse is the worst for it. It'll come and tell me how many viewers I've got. I haven't got a single number up on my screens, and I can show you through a webcam if I turn my webcam around in a minute. I don't see my view numbers. I'm not interested in it. No, all I'm interested in is chat. Full stop. That's it. So my chat is always popping nicely. Yeah, Dom, your chat actually, your chat is always consistent. It's always good, and just keep engaging. You're doing the right thing. Where did you grab that?
I'm just reading that. Hold on.
Yeah, grab for it.
So my chat can do things. They count my yeets to death, my deaths, how many times I avoid cussing. Fair enough, that's fun though, isn't it? That's great.
It's engaging.
I just feel like I'm not always giving the best street. Well, you see, Dom, that's where you've gone wrong in what you're saying. You've said your chat's popping, but you said you're not confident. But then you've said, I just feel like I'm not always giving the best. Mate, if your chat's popping, you are giving your best, even though you don't feel like it.
Exactly.
So you've already won, mate. You've already won. So you've actually got nothing to be not confident about. You are doing the right thing because your chat is popping. Your chat are getting involved with your commands and having fun. And you're having fun as well, mate. I think that's what you've got to look at. You've got to look at the obvious there. And once you figure that out, then you can just more so enjoy yourself and continue to be yourself, because, like you say, your chat's popping. Mate, you're doing fine is what I'm saying, I think.
Yeah, I think you are as well, Dom. So just keep going the way you are, because I think you are doing really well. I'm going to jump back, actually. There was a question a little while back, because I'll change the subject quickly. MBK says, how does a streamer with a little budget run a good stream?
That's me. That is me. So obviously it's all down through what software you use. Now, I would suggest, because that's what I use, is OBS Studio, not Slobs. OBS Studio's got a very good coding system, even for laptops. You know what I mean? You can literally downscale your video and your settings for it to put out a good quality, but then also to be able to leave a bit of room around on your device to be able to stream and play games. I don't know how much information do you want, really, on this?
I think I agree with you. I mean, I'll go into people's streams and I'll see poor quality of a stream. What I mean by that, guys, it'll be a bit pixelated, maybe a bit laggy, but above all of it, what makes me go back to that stream is the streamer. So don't concentrate on your financial position to create amazing stream decks and Rode microphones and mixers and 500 webcams, and you know what, you can always up your content via interactivity with your chat at zero cost most of the time. So my advice would be that if you can stream, and if you feel your quality of your stream isn't great, change your content to make the content better. Be more engaging in chat, because people will come back for you and not your pixelated screen. I've had streams that have been horrendous where I've had technical problems for 3 hours, but my chat has not stopped. And I think that's a really a really key thing. So Slim says, I've failed to stream on lots of occasions due to supporting other people. Popping in and out of everybody's stream. I think Slim's getting at me there for podcasting with him a couple of weeks ago and having to drop a stream. I'm only kidding you, buddy. And then failing to stick to my own schedule, #true. So yeah, what's your sort of, because I know you're big on schedules, so what's your sort of take on Slim?
Honestly, for just an audience sake as well, if you can afford to stick to your schedule, then do it. Now, if you're supporting too much and then missing streams because of that, then fine, fair enough, you've made that choice. It depends how lax you are and how professional you want to stick to your schedule, if you get what I mean, but still on an enjoyable level. I just think, like, yeah, supporting's great and it's appreciated, but don't overdo yourself. You know, don't stay up until 3 or 4 in the morning, and then getting up at 6 for work. You know what I mean? And then doing a full day's work and then doing it again. I really do not recommend that.
Well, streaming's a job. Streaming's a job.
It is. I mean, well, it is what you make it, isn't it?
Well, it is, but even for a 3 or 4 hour stream, by the time you set up, and then you kind of decant at the end of the show, and you do your shout outs and you do your bits, when you actually consider it, the time you spend doing it actually becomes a process. It becomes a job near enough. And I think some people underestimate that process. Where was that other question? Sorry, it led into that. It was why I diverted quickly.
That's what I was saying before. You on this podcast, you got me on the screen there, so talking away in your ear. Then you've got chat going. You're trying to keep up with questions as well, trying to listen to my answer, and then you're doing all the stuff as well with other stuff. Keep making sure the Discord's still working, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, that kind of reflects what we said at the start. You know, yeah, it's harder than people think to sit here and just. For a guy to multitask.
Yeah, it's easy for you women. You women are just born streamers. You can do it. That's just it. We men, we have to struggle. We have to work really freaking hard to stream. You best learn it, girls. So I think where was that one? You were just saying. So jump back to schedules a minute there.
With NSA. Yeah, I mean, like I said, supporting's great. If you want to prioritise supporting, because if you genuinely enjoy watching streamers, then by all means do it. But I'd say if you're going to do that, make sure you crack off at least 1 o'clock. Don't be staying up until ridiculous hours. I know I've done it though. I know, like, an American streamer's come online, obviously time zones, and you've just ended up staying up for hours because it's just been enjoyable. I know you can fall into it, but I definitely would always make time for yourself. And that's a good example of what I'm doing this week. I'm taking the week off to catch up with stuff, get to bed early, get back to feeling good again. Because that's what I need, and I couldn't recommend that more. It's just take time for yourself and not overdo it. And again, the schedules. Yeah, you either stick to it or you don't.
Yeah.
For the community's sake, because you remember, you're enjoying outputting content on the internet, but at the same time, people enjoy coming to your channel and watching you. That's why they come. So it's always good to stick to that schedule, I'd say, so you're not letting anyone down. Or if you're not going to stream, simple tweet, I'm not going to stream tonight. At least you know.
I use a lovely analogy when I get asked that question with a schedule, is that when you go catch a bus, you have a schedule, and if the bus doesn't turn up or it turns up sporadically, you'll end up going on another bus or getting a taxi, and the bus company lose money. And the reason I say that is really important, because if you struggle to set a schedule of more than 1 day, try and set 1 day where you stream. If you can't keep to any more than that, that's great. But if you can stream more than that, just go do it and notify people on Twitter. You can do it. But I would struggle with the fact of just keep to one stream a week and grow from there. And in respect to what you said about times as well, that's another good point. Because as an early streamer, streaming for more than kind of like 4 hours, I think is quite. I don't promote it to streamers that are streaming to less than maybe sort of 50, 60 viewers. What's your take on that?
Yeah. Sorry, you cut out then. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. So I was saying about if people that stream for ages and ages, when they're streaming to less than, say, maybe 40 to 60 viewers, I don't recommend doing for streams past 3 to 4 hours. What's your take on that?
He's triggered. Wait, he's in the trap.
Well, there's three points, and one of them is, and I'm going to use Stanley for this as an example, is he's full time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and to be fair, he does average well over 100 once he gets going. But his streams do start, and he said it himself openly on stream. He said, it starts up slow, might sit at 40 for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, as he starts his stream, he starts like 1 till 8, 3 till 10, this type of thing. So them longer streams, because he's full time, is fine and great. I will say that, and I'd do the same. But for someone like me and you, who work full time, and then on our stream days come home and do like a 3 to 4 hours, maybe even on the off chance of doing a 5-hour stream, it's incredibly tiring. And I think, like you, I kind of see what you're saying when you say you don't recommend it.
No.
Do you mean on the basis of getting tired because you've had a full day's at work, and then you're coming home streaming, and then as your stream goes on, you're getting more tired, therefore you're not outputting your best quality to the audience, therefore people go away.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a tricky area because everybody that isn't full time has that kind of balance of evils to go. Whereas when you're full time and you do what you want kind of thing, and but people sort of complain about their numbers. And if you're streaming for 7 hours and you're streaming to sort of under 20 views, my recommendation is just reduce your time, and maybe use the other time.
Use that time to network.
Yeah, network, totally, and utterly with you on that one. I'm just jumping back to some of what Lopu's coming in with there. Where was it? Let me just check. Yeah, I mean, I think. Sorry, Lee, I want to read it. I think he's just going on about the. Some people are lucky where they've got to with their streaming equipment, and others, don't ruin your life to be where you are. Real life is key, absolutely. Kind of like preach, baby. Real life, get it sorted, and then come back to it. But it's
that's what I did. To be honest, like I said, I had that time to sort things and come back, and then I have a potato PC, honestly. Well, I did, to be fair. Again, Monday I took delivery of a new CPU and RAM, and it is because this has been my bottleneck now for my whole everything. Just my growth has been a bit slow recently, but I'm not too bothered about it. I've been figuring out where to take my channel next, and I looked at my PC, and that was the bottleneck. I wanted to play these games, what to do these things, but that was the bottleneck. So, I took a plunge and bought a new CPU and RAM, and I've seen, honestly, I've never been in a game running on high settings, getting 90 frames per second, and then be able to transition my scenes on OBS without it lagging. That is the best feeling ever. And from there on now, I can go forward and produce more and better content and watchable content. But for the last 6-7 months, I've coped with and I've grown well. I'd say I'm happy with my achievements. I've grown well with a potato PC. So, like you say, if your personality is good,
I know.
It doesn't matter, does it, about content. Your stream's a bit laggy.
Exactly. Yeah, totally.
That's how I've grown in the last six months. On a potato. But yeah,
totally.
Which is now a spud. Anyway.
but that is the way it goes, and technology takes you that way as well, because technology one day is this, and then one day it's the next. And don't get caught up in it, guys. Just love it for what it is, and find people that will love you for you, and not where you want to be and who you could be, and pretend with a load of BS, because it just doesn't work. So, one question I always love to ask is, how do you deal with negativity in stream?
So this is where the mod team comes in. I have a 6-second mod chat delay on. If you get one, have you heard of that? Have you seen that in the dashboard settings?
Yeah.
It's basically people who don't know, a 6-second delay is literally. So if Effect's not one of my mods, so he'll come into the channel and he'll type, "F you, CJ, you're shit." The mods have got 6 seconds to delete that, and then the rest of the chat don't see it. Only I and the mods see that. But once the mods delete it, I don't actually see it at all. It removes it as well, just for that reason of just getting put off by it. So yeah, that's the thing in my stream. So it's completely gone. But how do I deal with it when it does get through? Because I have had it when it's come through. Mods have not been there at that second, and 6 seconds gone, and it's appeared on stream. I don't know. I actually don't take it on at all. Like, I know some streamers say, "Yeah, fuck you, get banned," and then they're banned. But I reckon that little bit, even though the troll's getting banned, I think that little bit of just like interaction with someone who's a bit of a knobhead will make them create a new account and then come back and do it again and over because they got a little bit of reaction. But for me, it's literally just no matter what's said, it's just blanked.
Yeah, I accept it.
I've normally deleted or banned the account within the 6 seconds before it appears in chat. Because I did have an instance actually recently where someone who's a regular to my stream and he was alright, and then he stepped out of line and said something, and it was just the occasion where I just read it and I thought, and then the mods deleted it and then banned him, and I was happy with the decision. I just left it at that. I just said it is what it is, and then we carried on, and then the next stream the guy created another account, claimed it was him and said, "It's me, don't ban me again," and the mods just took care of it. I didn't acknowledge it, just kept banning it, and eventually it stopped. But that is how I deal with it. It's just, even if you are regular, if you say something out of line that's racist or something like that, it's a no. I don't care if you're a 6-month or a 12-month subscriber. You sat there and typed them words. It took you 30 seconds, so you take them 30 seconds to think about what you're typing before you send it.
Yeah, there is a line. There's
no ifs, no buts.
There's a line in there, and I think I do, because to some people, the reason I asked that, and Lopu, I agree with you, is that some people get affected by negativity more than others, and sometimes something said in chat, it can really make someone's life very difficult, let alone their personality or their feelings. So I kind of I have a weird attitude towards trolls in a way that if it's racist or it's derogatory in any form or fashion to the people around me, you get an insta ban. Drama gets insta banned in my life. I can't be asked for drama. But the second part of it is that I think there's funny trolls. I think there's trolls that come in and I entertain it, because I think you've took the time out of your day to come in mine and have a go at me. If it's have a go at my chat, that's a different. But if you're having a go at me and it's not on an offensive level that I feel it other people, I just run with it, because I think sometimes it's kind of like they want the drama of being banned. So my man Topley, I mean, he ripped apart a guy that came in and had a go about homosexuals, and Topley ripped an arsehole in him, to be fair, and it was funny as it was ironic. The guy actually turned around and apologised to chat after he finished with him. Really? That's how funny it was. Brilliant. And I was hoping it got clipped, but I don't think I'd have got it published. But it was funny as, and I don't tolerate it. Drama in my stream. No. Fuck off. Do one. Can't be asked with you. So.
Same. Like I said, I had an instance where this troll did get in, a different troll on this occasion. I don't get many trolls, but I had this other one that came in, just started talking shit, and someone who was just chatting away in my chat approached him and said, "Why are you being a twat? Fuck off," and then started trolling him back, just off in a defensive way of me. Yeah. And I just saw what emerged. I ignored it. I just saw what emerged in the chat as it was moving up, just a continuous feed of them two going back at each other, and I thought, this is why, and that's when this was quite a while ago, but this is why I actually turned the 6-second delay on, because that would have not happened, because your viewers, your community want to defend you no matter what. If someone comes in being a dick, they're going to say F you, they're going to say this, that, and that, and they're defending you, which is great, and I appreciate that, of course we do, but we don't want to see that in chat, do we? We don't want to see that negativity, so it's the reason I put the 6-second delay on is so you can deal with it, capture that, and then no one actually knows it's happened. Like, you wouldn't know that was happened if you was watching. You just, what was that? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Reverser, you are the biggest troll, by the way. Stally with a host. What's up, my man? What's going on? He's in the house.
Is he here?
It must be because it's because CJ's in.
Yeah, it is. I told him I paid him to come here.
What's up, Stally? Anyway, what's the? Can we get a flip? So what's the dumbest way you've ever been injured? I love to ask this question because I think it's funny as fuck. Yeah, what's up, Stally?
What's the dumbest way I've ever been into?
I love this question. Yeah. If I ever get podcasts and ask this question, by the way, I've got like a list. So I'm not struggling for this one, but yeah, go for it.
I don't know. I've never broken a bone. What's the dumbest? Okay, I've got one because this is always sticks with me. So before she passed, my grandma she's Austrian, so we used to go to visit Austria every year. And I remember when I was a bit younger, she let me go on a bike, on a pedal bike. I just remember pedaling this bike, and she specifically said, "Don't brake too hard. They're very sensitive. What does CJ going to do? He brakes too hard." But I hit a rock. I hit like a rock under the wheel. So as I brake, this rock's sat there. It's just like, all right, geezer. And then I just go over the handlebars. Big crash. I thought, right, okay, I'm crying, but I'm all right. Bike was fucked, which was the worst part about it because it was a really old bike, and I felt really bad. You know, when you go back to your Austrian 72-year-old grandma and say, "Nan, I fucked it." You know what I mean? It's really sad.
But don't you love your grandparents? Because when that thing happens, something like that happens, they could give a shit about you. They're like on about the bike. Your face is all pulled in and twisted and all over you. And then you come in the door with blood dripping down the face, and they're like, "You broke the bike?"
Yeah. My dad was pissed. It was, like he just like it's one of them holidays where I'm getting a bit older now because I was a little shit when I was a kid. I'm getting a bit older. We're going to go on this holiday. I'm going to be a mature child. And that was like just the last string. He was just like, "Why have you done this? Can't believe you've done this." And it's just like, sorry, Dad. He's got a picture of me. He's got a picture of me. I got like this little hat on where I'd bang my head, and I've got like loads of like plasters around my knees. It looks really comical. Honestly, if I had it, it'd be great. But
you need to get that because that should have been the reply to Stally's tweet earlier on about pictures when you were younger.
Oh God, yeah, that tweet, yeah. Yeah, it should have been, shouldn't it? But you know what, I'm going to try and source it. I'll get my dad to send it me because that picture comes about now and again. But I think that was the stupidest accident I've had. I've never actually broken a bone. Touch wood. My desk's glass.
Yeah, I went and got it.
Touch wood. So yeah.
What's
I don't want to break a bone.
So obviously we've talked about loads of negativity in streaming, but what is so let's get on to positive stuff. Who was your inspiration when you set out, and who are your sort of inspiration of people now that kind of drive you on, make you better, want to make you better, more importantly? Who was your sort of first inspiration in the Twitch community, or to start streaming?
I know this sounds a massive shout, but if you've heard of someone called the Syndicate Project, I used to watch him on Twitch. Like literally before Twitch, it was just like didn't really know what it was. I had an account to watch Syndicate. That was it. Syndicate Play Zombies when I was a bit younger. I've had a Twitch account for years, and that was that. I used to just watch him on YouTube or with the other YouTubers. And once I started discovering Twitch a bit more and started watching bigger streamers, that's how it all starts, isn't it? You watch bigger streamers. That was that really. And then obviously when my mate got me into streaming, because we started at the same time, so it was just really me and him just leant on each other's shoulders really and just supported each other until he quit because he had to go back to Australia. But I'd say, and it's a general answer, but it's true. I'd say Marco, Stally's a big inspiration of just everything really. How to run your channel, how to be positive, how to run your community, and just how to be a great streamer and enjoy yourself and remember why you stream.
He fucking timed that visit to my channel quite well there, didn't he?
Hey?
He timed that visit to my channel quite well there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's got his one with timing, I tell you. Honestly.
To me, Stally would be an even better inspiration if he brought me into the hype team.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's just, and stuff like that as well, you know, like, it's just the work he does as well.
Yeah,
and
totally.
I had the pleasure to know Stally personally, and to see him behind the scenes is...
Yeah.
Like, when I was at his house, he did a stream a few weeks ago, and he was streaming while I was at his house. We were just hanging out, and it was just like, behind the scenes is... it goes back to what I was saying before, doing multitasking while streaming is just...
Well done.
Yeah.
It blows my head, honestly, and it's there's a lot of people that inspire me, honestly. Like I said, Syndicate Project for streaming purposes, but now more on a realistic level. Yeah, Dally. And I know we've only known each other 5 minutes, and I'm not saying that because I'm on a podcast, but I like what you've got here. I like your community. I like everything, what you're doing. And I really loved your dedication of doing a 3-hour stream holding a fucking phone at I-64.
That was so much fun. That, honestly, I'm not kidding you. Fun, Never ever done an IRL stream in my life, and I'm not shitting you. I-64 doing that live stream was probably one of the most fun streams I've ever done. The amount of people when we were walking round were like photobombing, and I didn't see it till I watched the VOD back either. And next time I've got to get t-shirts and shit done, because people are like, you could hear people going, is he a famous streamer? Is he a famous streamer? And it was so much fun. It really was, and I can't recommend enough for people to do it.
That's a good confidence boost as well, that.
Oh, it was cool as fuck, man, I'm telling you.
It's because no one has to. I say no one has to balls. No one just actively just goes, right, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm holding my phone out, and I'm holding it there like I'm a crazy person. That's what everyone thinks. People like these old grannies walking past who have took the kid to I-64. Like, what's he doing? You know what I mean? It's just like, it's crazy.
I was quite surprised how many people weren't doing it. I thought it was going to be full of people doing it, but it was kind of weird. You know what though?
I wouldn't do it. It'd take me a lot. I'd have to have quite a lot of tequila to get me doing that, I think.
Really?
I don't know, it's just,
fuck that. Next time we hear you do it, you're going to do a dual stream with me next time we go to I-64 or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're going to do it. You'll love it. Honestly, that was so much fun. I went from a blind stream with no tweeting and everything, and I was super amazed, guys.
Really?
For my community and my support, and I fucking love you to bits for it. I was like 40 views on a 3-hour dead stream from the middle of nowhere with no warning I was going to do it, no tweeting, no anything. And I was like at 40 views, and I was like, holy shit, I fucking love you. Guys, honestly, just blew me away.
Brilliant.
Absolutely blew me away. So can't recommend enough. I can't recommend enough to do it. I was on it. You were on my IRL stream. You were there, Slim. Clip it, Slim. Get it on YouTube. You'll be famous one day. I'll even sign it for you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I'll wear that very shirt as well. You can sign that shirt.
There you go.
But no, it's like I said, I wouldn't actually do it. I would. I probably would. I do more. Probably just we'll sit down and then we'll prop the phone up. I don't think I could do the walking about. It would take a bit of practice. But then that's the next. And it's ironic, isn't it? Because I said, I'm confident on screen, and I'm telling Dom, be confident in yourself. Stream, read chat, be confident, be you. But then I can't go out and just film myself. I'd be like, when you hold the camera close to you like that. When you do, it's like when you're doing Snapchat in public. You're just like,
don't want people to see this.
Just like, it's a bit. You have to build yourself up, but it's with everything. You build yourself up, and I could say, I probably would do it, and it would be a whole lot of fun. So I admired that when you just rolled up with your fucking hands straight out like that.
It was good fun.
That's great.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. It was really, really good.
Absolutely. Going along the lines of inspiration-wise, though, there's just I'm actually scrolling down my following list now. It's just I genuinely follow. I don't follow everyone and everyone and anyone. If they've been to my stream a few times, you do have to be honest at some point. If you don't enjoy someone's content, then you're not going to follow them, are you? You know what I mean? It's fact.
Yeah.
It's fact. So a lot of people I follow really is the people I have a lot of fun with. I've got Obscene13. I think he's great. I think he's a good, and the Zeal founders as well. Both of them, I think they've got a great idea, a great attitude to everything, and that's not me licking their arse. It's just it's like being genuine in that. I think they've got a great. I think they've just got a overall general great look in towards streaming. Dre Geek Girl as well.
Yeah. And
that's someone I admire her more for her Twitter. I don't know if you probably see her post going about. She has some great advice, honestly. And I always think sometimes when I'm reading it, I think, is this just another advice tweet that someone else has tweeted? It's not. She brainstorms and comes up with each tweet that is like solid advice. So that's definitely it's a positive for me. I think that's great.
I think inspiration comes in many different forms as well. So, are you one of these people that when you visit streams, you take things from people's streams? Ideas and kind of like the positive aspects of people's streams.
What I will say is that there is one thing. If you've thought of an idea, don't worry, it's already been thought of. It's already on someone's channel.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think, for example, like the spin wheel. All right, yeah, I got that off. I stole that. I didn't steal it. I just thought I saw how Stally used it, and I thought I want to use it like that. I want to use it like that. I see a lot of people using it. I want to use it like that for the community. And great, yeah, it's stuff like, I stole. And yeah, I took that idea, I made it my own. With my own commands, if you get what I mean. I don't think it's ever stealing, is it?
No, of course not. I don't think there is. I think if I was to put that in a different way to the people that are watching, is that when you steal something, you copy it. So what you do is you know that cover over there is blue, so you put a blue cover there. To take the cover and change it to green means that what you're doing is you're taking something you like and changing it to you. And I think that's what I try and sort of put across to people, and I think that's what you're saying there. That there's so many people. I've got a spin wheel for my subs, and I can't copy Stally because I can't put my fucking fist in my mouth. So no chance of me doing that.
No, I can't do that.
Although Mrs. Fecktwit
try it
probably
now.
think
Try
I
it.
could.
I want to see you try it. I want to see you try it.
It makes me want to throw up. Oh, couldn't do that. I can't do it. How do you do that? It's kind of like nuts, isn't it? It's like
fucking Stally's got a big gob, hasn't he?
Like, yeah, but Mrs. Fecktwit will say you've got a fucking big mouth, but I can't put my fucking fist in it. Honestly, it's scary. Yo, Scotty. So I think that, I mean, I love it. I actually love it when people come to me, and I'd like to know your thoughts on this. When they say, I saw you do something the other day, and what I've done is I've done this now, right? And so it's the I just saw that comment then. Yeah, but it's his undead. It's his cupboard full of high heels for when he goes out on a night out. That's his problem.
Yeah, you know, when we saw him, you know, when you see him in person, you think, hang on, what's he doing up there now? Something's fishy.
Yeah, it's kind of his stilts.
With extra long legs on. Yeah.
It is at the moment, Hammy. Yeah. So I love it, and I don't love it from a big-headed perspective. I think, do you know what? I've given someone some positive inspiration or an idea where they've took it upon themselves to use it.
Yeah.
And I take a lot from that. How do you feel about that when someone says that to you?
I did, and I want to say something. I want to say I've genuinely thought of an idea that is my own, and that is on OBS. If you've ever been into one of my streams when I'm just starting, it's my just starting screen, but then I've faded a setup video of me just doing shots and scenes and cuts of my setup.
That's pretty cool.
And I want to honestly say that I came up with that, but I'm sure someone else in the world's got it. But I had someone come to me saying, hey CJ, I just really wanted to ask you, can I steal this idea? It didn't say that like that, but that's what he was saying. Can I use this idea with my own setup and my own images and stuff? And I said, yeah man, of course. And the way I think, because I read a lot on Twitter, if people, my idea got stolen, I'm gonna have to think of something else now. No, I don't think it got stolen, mate. What I'd say to that person is, you've achieved, because someone wants to be like you, someone wants to take your ideas and use them. So that's almost a compliment, isn't it? That people are using your ideas.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, I'd even go to the stage of where, if you want me to help you set it up, I'll help you set it up, because you know, I feel that as an absolute true honour that you've seen something that I did and you liked it and passed that on.
No, Buddy Bunny.
Is
GG.
Mr. Buddha Bunny coming in with a raid?
That was loud. The cat was loud.
That's my scare stream emotes that I forget to turn off. I always do it every week. Everybody says the same thing. So there's me. You see, you're talking to me, and I'm just about to say thanks to Buddha Bunny in chat, so I don't shout him out. And I'm typing in at scare stream because I said that at the same time as trying to be.
That's multitasking.
And Buddha Bunny. So I'm just going to say Buddha Bunny, thanks, buddy, because I was going to type it in, but I didn't get to that stage. So shit happens. We'll jump on really quickly to social media. So social media. Twitter's obviously the big thing, and it's invaluable to a streamer. And I think all of us have established that, and we mentioned it earlier on. What's your take on all the other platforms? So Insta, Facebook, the weird yellow one that I don't use, Snapchat, that I don't see the point of Snapchat.
What,
personally.
you don't send news on Snapchat?
No, I don't get it. Why send something kind of display that people only get to watch for 2 seconds and it deletes itself?
That's the idea of it, though, isn't it? It's a quick, like, it's a quick. Oh, was
that
a foot or was it? Anyway, no. Twitter's great. Obviously, obvious. Twitter's absolutely amazing for us.
Yes, totally.
As I say, as streamers, but as businesses, really. At the end of the day, we definitely do earn money from this. There's no ifs or buts. And yeah, Twitter's a great, just general way to get your thoughts across, to give advice, to make connections, to meet people. Like I said, I met my girlfriend on Twitter, through Twitter, and that's how I became what we are. So it's, don't tell me it's not good. Instagram.
Will you actually touch me donated? Dude, thank you so much. Whoever's just done that, hasn't come up on my alert. So whoever just donated that, I appreciate that.
Someone wants a Snapchat. See, this is why you should have Snapchat. That'd be a straight up arse shot.
Touch me now. So I think what I was going to say. Yeah. So sorry, cutting in completely. You're dead in your conversation there, guys. Are you going to have a IRL stream of the marriage?
Oh, you've cut off.
Oh, did I cut off? Gutted.
Damn it.
Sorry, did I cut off?
Damn it. I heard I'm going to have an in-real live stream of marriage. Is that what you said?
Yeah. We want to see ConnorJaundrell and Deli get married live on IRL streams.
Oh, right. Oh, this is oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly. See you later, guys. Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
No, sorry. It would be cool though, because has anybody ever done this? Has anybody ever got married live on IRL?
And I'm not afraid to talk about something like that.
I'm not asking you to propose to it. I'm just kind of like saying.
Mate, where are we getting the money from? No. No.
Well, I'll sponsor you if you're going to do
it. Mate, it'd be something different, wouldn't it?
Oh, wouldn't it be cool?
Enough, I've seen Ninja's wedding video. That was incredible. He's put that on YouTube. Mate, that's different, isn't it? That's a first for a Twitch streamer to do something like that. But yeah, I see what you mean. Set your camera up in the middle of the aisle, and then just live stream it, getting married. Hopefully someone will come in,
Deli with a what?
Yeah, what? Yeah. No, I didn't say anything, love. This is all Fecktwit.
No, I think I'm only joking, but it's so cool that you guys met on the platform, because
cool.
It is, I think that there's so many amazing people in the world, and it's another thing I love to get people to comment on, is that if it wasn't for streaming, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet you, Dom, Stally, and even the people that I've not met in person across the pond and in Australia and all these kind of cool places. I would never have had the opportunity to meet them, and I'm sure you're going to echo it, but what do you think about all that?
You might cut off again.
Mike's cut off again.
What do I think of?
What do you think about the world of Twitch, in that the ability it gives you to meet so many people from so many different places, so far away that you would never even get to speak to, let alone actually see the face of?
I think it's amazing. Honestly, I think it's absolutely amazing. The potential reach of people you can meet, like I said, it's just like when you meet up people with like I64, it's just like you said, it's seeing all these digital faces in real life. It's like, it really is a thrill, and it's a big part. It plays a big part in motivation as well. I think. Let me just turn that off. It does play a big part in motivation. I think it's amazing. And what makes me really sad is the people we can't meet, probably never will meet, because they're just so far away.
Of course.
On the other side of the globe, you know what I mean? That type of thing. It's just, the whole thing just motivates me regardless. And like NSA saying there, Twitch London next.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. That's just going to be great. I'm meeting more people at Twitch London than I ever am at i6, than I did at I64, I mean. Which is going to be great. And hitting a bit more into that as well. In the winter Twitch London, which I don't know the dates for that, but in the winter Twitch London, we actually have people who are going to come across from Europe and from the USA. We've got two people who are going to come out, two of our friends. One of them's Malfi Wench, you've heard of her. She's one of the Zeal streamers.
I know Malfi.
And she's actually coming from the USA. And it's good saying, we all, me and you live in the same country, we've met, it's great. But when someone comes 2,500, 3,000, or however far it is, that's next level then, isn't it? It's just like extra special, I think.
It's kind of like,
how the hell?
I'm a big promoter. If people want to come over, give me a shout, because we're fortunate to be able to put people up, as well as kind of spend some time with people if they come over. And we've got, I've invited Pixie over for EGX, so hopefully she's going to come over. She's going to come and stay with us, and then we'll kind of take her around and stuff like that, which would be really awesome. Really awesome. And we've got Church, who's not here. He's not in tonight. Church is normally around. Church is coming over as well. He's coming from Hawaii in October to see us. He's going to come and he's going to come and stay with us and stuff. I absolutely love it. I love that part of the community. If anybody ever wants to come up for a night, a weekend, and you don't have to stay at our house in case you think we're a bit weird, you can stay at a hotel near us. Honestly, man, I'll go out with you. I'll take you around Yorkshire. I'll take you around Leeds. We'll go out for a beer. We'll go out for a dinner. You can meet the Fecktwits. You can meet the whole thing. It's so cool, man. I love the idea of moving up. So yeah, Leeds is not a shithole actually. Manchester's more of a shithole.
Leeds is very nice. Manchester's more of a shithole. It is. No, it is. He's right. No, honestly, it is.
It is at the moment. I think Leeds is slightly better. I've lived in both areas, by the way. So Manchester's gone a little bit. It's got to its peak and it's on the decline a little bit. Leeds is still on its way up in terms of development. So it's really, really cool. So, sorry, Slippy. Yeah, don't worry about it. But if you miss it, it will be on YouTube, so we'll put you up there. Up the Wigan, Jamer. Yeah, there's certain parts of the country we don't discuss, and Wigan's fucking one of them. So
there's nothing wrong with Wigan, it's just a complete shithole.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Wigan. It just needs to be in Iraq or somewhere like that. I love you to bits, Jamer. Yeah, where's your fucking sub badge gone, you cheeky bastard? Right.
It's because you said Wigan, isn't it? It's just like, fuck, cancel you sub badge, charge him back that.
That's it. He's cancelled it.
Yeah. I'd love to meet Pixie, honestly.
So would I.
Like I said, I've known her for the longest time. She's like she was one of my first mods and longest serving mod, which is just great. You know, so I'd love to meet Pix. People else as well, like Bottom Frag. I'd love to meet him. I'd love him to come down from like Scotland. You know, and just actually see that there is that we do exist down here.
There's something other than Scotland.
Yeah. From Iron Brewland, get down there and meet us all. Get mate.
I can't. You need to shush though, because Mrs. Fecktwit's Scottish and she's probably listening. And she'll be turning my computer off in a minute. No, she's
not wrong with it. She's already out of Scotland now.
Yeah, she's escaped. She had her passport revoked, the whole lot.
Oh God.
Right.
But
so
so
other than streaming, then, what other hobbies you got? Because you say you don't do anything other than streaming. You must do other things. What else you got to go?
Yeah. Well, like I said at the start, really, hobbies just. I love music. I love content creation. I love editing is an hobby because it's not actually live streaming, is it? Editing is a hobby. Drinking beer, that's got to be a hobby, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And
full time.
Cars, really. I do love me cars. I really love cars. Yeah.
So what kind of cars do you like? This is sorry, I'm gonna have a personal conversation with you here, stream. I don't care because I'm a car freak. So what cars?
BMWs. That was the last car. Well, the nice car. Anyway, I'm currently driving a Volkswagen Golf, which is a great car. It's an old one, but it's a great car. It's a cheap alternative. But I had two BMs. I had two 1 Series. One was a 118 diesel M Sport. It remapped as well to 200 horsepower. So Matt, I was 19 at the time. You can see where the debts came from.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that one.
It was a whole lot of fun, and I would definitely go back to do it again. Dream car, I see that.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll tell you what, what's your dream car?
Mine?
What's yours?
It's kind of like, I kind of own it at the moment because it was my dream car. But I've kind of like it kind of sounds...
So you just do it?
It kind of sounds a bit bad. So I've kind of got to say my dream car at the moment is a McLaren 7020S. That would be my dream car because my dream car was an Audi RS5, but I own that now.
I thought you were gonna say then. Oh, I've got a McLaren.
I'd kind of like. My aim was I love Audi RSs, and so my dream car was an RS. I've got an RS5, and that's my car. So since I got that, I've kind of had to aim somewhere else. So my McLaren 720S, man, I've tracked that car around race circuits, and the thing is just a mechanical dream. It's just unreal. It's kind of like
the beauty when Top Gear reviewed it as well. Lovely.
I went round Snetterton with the McLaren test driver in the passenger seat, and I've got a video of this, and I might even put this on YouTube for you all, because it was unreal. And I had a supercharged aerial atom that could not catch me through the corners. It was just stunning. It was just off the scale, guys. It was just Skyline 2 Daddy. I'm with you on that one. Skyline is pretty cool. Flex, fuck off you lot, you pricks. It's like I could talk cars with that. I've got a track car. I've got like an 800 brake horsepower Subaru Impreza track car, which is you can't take it on a road. Yeah, it has to go on a track.
I love track cars. I love they're brilliant. My mate races track cars. He did do anyway. He's from Bournemouth. Yeah, he had a BMW one. I don't know what it was. It was just an old. It was an old 3 Series. Mate, what year was it? I don't know. It was an old Shape 3 Series, and you kit it out, don't you?
Yeah.
And they look great, honestly.
Oh, I love it.
It's a great fun.
I could kill cars all day long, man. Honestly, I've been so fortunate to have been in so many cool cars. I've owned quite a few nice ones, but track cars are by far the best. I mean, I did my first stage motorsports license to do track day instruction years and years ago now, and it's just if I could live my life in a car, I would bust it. I would love. No, seriously, guys, I would love to do it. And I said the next day I do a track day, I'm going to do a live IRL of my track day.
Oh,
because it's just.
Mate, you can stream it from the GoPros now, can't you?
Yeah,
you can stream it straight from GoPros.
I can dash mount my phone anyway, and I can live stream it with a second camera on the situated on the car from a GoPro, and track days are just mental, just different world.
Brilliant. Yeah, I could talk about cars all day. Obviously, I like Audis, don't get me wrong, I think they're really nice, and I am very don't tell Stanley that you've got is it an RS or an S?
Oh, RS, it's RS5.
Holy shit, yeah. That's even more expensive.
I did put a pickup on one of the Twitter things.
You have to send me a few pics of that. But yeah, don't tell Stanley you've got an RS5. He'll unfriend you, he'll get rid of you. That's it. He loves Audis. And he misses his S3 very much so, like me. I miss my lovely little 1 Series. But my dream car. So my dream car, that probably never affordable, would be I've always said the Lamborghini Huracan. Yeah, I don't know. I just always liked just the sound and the look of that Lamborghini Huracan. It just looks really nice, especially in black. I think it just looks badass. But affordable dream car is probably a BMW M140i, which is it's basically it's the M version. You know the M cars, don't you? You're aware of the M cars,
yeah.
Like the M4 and stuff like that. Well, yeah. the 1 Series, that's the M140 is their M version of the car, and that's like 340 horsepower straight stock. You know what I mean? It's just beautiful. So yeah, that would be the affordable car, and yeah, I'm gonna own one. I'm gonna have to own one. I need it now.
And it's funny enough. I've got a little Mini Cooper as well, because I know Lopi was saying I'm only going to get a license for a Cooper or a Harley. I haven't got a Harley. I've got a couple of bikes as well, but the Mini Cooper is we've got like a new one though, because I prefer the old Minis, but it's still cool. Yeah. That's a really cool car as well. That's Mrs. Fecktwit's car.
Mini is BMW, isn't it? So it's just they're all good brands. I think they are good brands. The only problem is with Audi and BM drivers and Mercedes, we all get titled and labelled as knobheads, which is really annoying. But I don't know, I never drove like a knobhead, I just enjoyed my car, so it is what it is, isn't it, really?
Exactly. I mean, and I think that's the thing to understand, that that's why I do a lot of track days, because it's all too easy to go really quickly on a road. Yeah. Sorry for my eyes down.
Look at an RS5.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a picture so I can put it up quickly for you, but I don't know where they've all gone. So you're out of luck. I might have to do another phone.
I'll slide the DMs later.
Yeah. It can't be far away because it was there, but it's, I don't know. Mrs. Fecktwit with my bloody phone. So anyway, don't know. It was there. It's disappeared. So why did you pick your Twitch name? It's kind of like a bit daft, this question, because I normally ask people like, where did you get your Twitch name from? And if you could change it, what would you change it to? And it's kind of like, what a fucking waste of a question. It's kind of like, I called it that because I'm called Connor.
20 years ago, I fell out of the womb, and I was legally. I've played. I've played in because before Twitch, I used to just do YouTube casually. Before, when I was quite a lot younger though, back in school, I just used to do YouTube for fun, just looking around. I went through so many names, and just it came to Twitch. My name on Twitch was actually different. I'm trying to think what it was now. I think it was like. I think it was. What was it? I think it was Unique something. I hate to say it. I think it was Unique Gaming. I think it was called. How weird that is. And I had GFX done as well, and I don't know why. I used to always every time I was really weird. Is it bipolar? Is that the way? I used to change my name all the time. I don't know why. I used to get GFX done as well because my mate could do Photoshop, so he'd just do me some shit GFX, and I just boom, bam, done. That's ready for when I stream. Never. But yeah, no. In the end, when I actually got on board with it, I just set it as my name and kept it like that. And then further down the line, after a few months into streaming, actually, I just OCD kicked in, and I made the C and the J capital, and it was about the same time as well when I actually bought my full package graphics overhaul, which made my brand, which is now CJ.
I love your little CJ logo. I think that's really, really cool. I love that little logo. That looks so smart. Yeah. And I think when you're creating logos and stuff on Twitch, it's really cool to kind of simplify the process a little bit, because it can get overly confused and a bit too much. But yeah. I thought that said something else then in Slim when it said animal. I was like, hey, Ambash, how you doing? Yeah. Completely misread that in chat then.
Yeah.
It's kind of like fucking Instaban. Where are we at?
NSA's got it. I knew it was...
So, so what's next for CJ then? Where are we at? Where are we going to? Obviously, we all want to push partner, but what do you see as your next stage in your streaming journey?
Well, this is a reason as well. I'm taking a week off. Currently off streaming to get stuff done. So I mentioned at start of the stream, start of the podcast. I said to you, I've just in the process of forming a small media business that revolves around my name, around my brand being just CJ ConnorJaundrell, my name, and yeah, that's I'm looking to that's the next move. That's more for income though, and because I enjoy editing, and I've self-taught myself over many years, and I now unfortunately have the right softwares to be able to fulfill them sort of needs. So we're looking at that. I've just made my own website as well, which is great, just a standard website. I'm making changes across my Twitch as well, so we've got some new emotes on the way. I took half day at work today because we were dead in work, so I've actually been working on my panels and my display of panels all day while watching Delhi play that bloody game. Honestly, that game is so addicting.
I know, Mrs. Fecktwit's played the first one of that.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's so addicting. Honestly, I was just like, is it finishing soon? Because I'm getting on the podcast with Fecktwit, and she was just like, not yet. I was just like. But no, it finished just in time. But yeah, no, it's just like, just like I said, making changes with the panels, just literally fine tuning everything, spelling, punctuation, capitalization as well. Just laying it out, bullet pointing it, adding the link, seeing what I can change. Like I had my designer making some new panels for me today, just fine tuning them because I wasn't happy with them. Spending time like that, tidying up commands, keeping an eye on my Discord, keeping that active. My staff in the Discord are doing really well, great. So it's just all them things now that are going to be happening in the next week. It's going to benefit me it's going to set me up for the next X amount of months now until we think of other ideas and branch out further and see what we can do next. So
yeah, I mean it's a cool attitude to have, because too many people, when you ask that question, go, "Oh, I'm going to partner. Yeah, I'm going to push for partner next," and it's kind of like I found that. The push from 30 viewers to 75 is the hardest push of all. It's craziness taking that step to get to that next stage, and the only reason you can do it is by really being a true to yourself person in the Twitch community, of showing yourself to be someone that's trusted, reliable, supportive, and just generally a nice person. Because it's too easy to put a wrong foot, you know, in the community. So it's lovely to hear someone with a fresh idea of constantly wanting to up their game, change things, and a great mindset. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I loved about you from when I met you, was that there's no falseness with you. There's no BS. It's just you. And there's no better streamer than a person you meet when they're just the you of the world. Roxy always does it, don't worry. Fucking honestly, the guy always does it.
For twerk.
Yeah, just kind of whatever. I've just got an extra view number. So it's kind of like, from my perspective, I love that side of it. What do you think about this 30-day improvement challenge? I love it, by the way, but what do you think about this?
Yeah. See, the problem is I'm always improving. Like, every other day I take a half an hour just to go through stuff and always keep on top of it. I don't know. I'd say that's OCD, that kicking in, because it's just I'm always on top of constantly on top of it. When sometimes I don't even need to be.
Same, yeah. I'm always fiddling. I'm always tweaking and
There's never, and even after the 30-day challenge, I probably will do it. But you know, it doesn't mean right. That's it. Your channel's now ready for the next 12 months. Just stream. There's changes daily. After every stream, there's always tweaking. It's a constant change. Your Twitch channel, no matter what. Mainly, you know, it changes because of the people that come through, and you know, if your audience is getting bigger, then it changes because the more people are coming through. Your audience changes fast, and it's just, you know, like, so you always see ideas somewhere else. Everyone always sees an idea and goes, "I'm having that in the stream probably every week."
Yeah, you've got to.
That's in the stream, you know what I mean?
And you have to do so much reading up on YouTube, like watching tutorials and stuff to kind of nail it. And I think that's the best bit, is you learn so much. So, like, what the 30-day challenge is, if you look it up on Twitch, the whole idea of it is for the next 30 days, what you do is, obviously you don't stream for 30 days. Over that 30-day period, you try to improve something on every stream, whether it be an in-game chat, an in-chat game, or whether it be a new graphic, or whether it be a question on each stream. Anything you can do to improve your stream on every time you do it. Try and implement something different every time. It's a great challenge for us low streamers. I love doing it. And like Connor just said there, with people, there are some people that generally just always do it. You know, they're always on their game. They're always looking for something new to do, which is really cool. And you know, that's ace.
Well, Bottom Frag actually did it. He was the first. Well, he wasn't the first, but I that's when I first saw it. It's just like this out of nowhere. This 30-day challenge came out about, and I thought, what's this here? And yeah, for the 30 days of the month, he upgraded something differently every day. Nailed it. I think I even took some ideas. Not gonna lie, I was like, oh, that's good. That's
totally,
good. Yeah. Like, he does, like, at the end of his streams. His thank you tweet consists of he has this document. And he opens his document up at the end of his streams, write all the thank yous to the gifted subs, the bits, whatever, puts their names on there, and then saves it, uploads that picture to Twitter, tags them people in that picture. Man, it's fucking brilliant. It's the best.
Yeah.
I honestly, I nearly stole the idea, and I thought, that's absolutely bang on. I'm not going to, but it's great. That's the next level.
It is, and it's all time. And Lope, you make a lovely point there, and I appreciate your kind comments to both of us about we don't need to do that. What I'd say in reply, Lope, is, do you know what? The moment that you always stop to try to improve is when you'll stall with anything, and with what I do in real life. I'm always telling people to improve. I learn from every stream I go in. I learn from your stream, Lopo, I learn from Slim's, I learn from and everybody in my chat, anybody's stream that I'm in, I always learn something. And sometimes it may be a negative, I'm not lying, right? Because I've been in loads of people's streams where I think, oh God, I'm not going to do that, right? But you don't publicise that element. Whereas you literally take the goodness from everybody, and if you evolve that and put it into a big bag, we'd all be amazing streamers. But it doesn't work as easy as that. So that's cool.
No.
And networking, at the end of the day, as an early streamer, Connor's bang on with it. Networking's key. Networking is absolutely the only way that you grow as a streamer. And if you don't, you got lucky. Is all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually something there. I just want to read it again.
Yeah, go for it.
It was from a DM from someone called Obscene13. If you guys know him.
Yeah, I know Obscene. Yeah.
Yeah. He said to me, because we were just having a heart-to-heart chat, and he said here. Let me just read it so I know what I'm reading, not just reading it out loud. Shit.
Stupid, isn't it?
Just, there's over 2 million streamers on Twitch. I bet not even a quarter of them managed to get an average viewers of 5+. So if you think about it, we're doing really fucking well. We need to remember that sometimes, and remember deep down why we started streaming and why we enjoy it. And when I read that, I thought, for starters, I read it again, and I just thought that's incredible. And he's right. So, you know, going to where how do you grow your audience? I think all of us here who are streamers are doing incredibly well, even more so as well.